did it! Look at it! Look at it! It's freaking huge! Oh no! You guys, where do I even start with this trip? The videos I'm about to show you guys are from probably one of my most favorite trips that I think I've been on in a really long time. This trip started out with me flying to the actual middle of nowhere to meet up with a bunch of strangers that I've never met in my entire life. And I think that sometimes that is the start to some of the most incredible adventures you're ever going to have in your entire life. Do I recommend meeting strangers from the internet? No. Do I do it? Sometimes. I want to start off this video by thanking Aprilia and Balise Expeditions for inviting me to this trip. I've never rode an Aprilia Tuareg rally before, and I've also never met up with any of these people or really talked to any of these people before, so it was all quite a new experience for me. And I left this trip with some of the most amazing memories. Now, a little disclaimer, Aprilia did sponsor this trip, but all of my thoughts are completely my own, and everything I tell you guys is completely my own, and I'm not being paid to say anything. So let's get into that story. Alright guys, so I finally arrived at the lodge at about 11 o'clock at night, and I got into my room and saw this awesome Aprilia goodie bag. I can't wait to show you guys what's inside this bag, but here's a quick room tour. It's like a little log cabin. So inside of the Aprilia Racing goodie bag was a pair of gloves, which I loved these gloves during the trip, a really cool Aprilia Racing hat, and last but not least, a pair of riding goggles. Alright you guys, we made it through the first day of travel. I knew today was going to be rough. I'm exhausted. Flying all day is like what nightmares are made of. Some people like traveling by plane. I'm not one of those people. That's why I ride motorcycles. I took a shower, felt amazing, and now I'm just gonna crash out. Breakfast is at 10 a.m. I believe. And then we're only doing like a half-day ride, so we're gonna be riding out at like 1:30, I believe. So the next morning, I grabbed a cup of coffee and decided to do some exploring around the lodge before we went on our ride. And look at this freaking view, you guys. It was absolutely beautiful this morning. I found some really cool decorations around the lodge, including this fish made out of metal, and also this flower in a flower pot made out of metal trinkets. There was also a pair of cats running around the lodge, and I was obsessed with them. They were so cute. So I went downstairs to try to get to that cat, and I found these musical instruments instead. So beautiful out here. This is the cabin. Okay, so I just went for a hike. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I'm like gung-ho and full of energy. I think I'm just super excited. But I found this waterfall. Look how cute this is. What is up, you guys? I just turned on the Aprilia for the first time. Listen to this thing. It has an SC exhaust on it. SC Project. Oh, it's so tall! Woo! Nice! So since this was our first rides on the Aprilias, we wanted to just do a mixture of dirt roads as well as pavement so we could really get a feel for the bikes. A little switchback action. Once we were about 5 miles in on this forest road, our leader decided it was a good time to stop and show us some tips and tricks on how to turn while riding off-road.
Great, so let's say just lift 1 feet, just to understand Oh, ok, lasciala andare.
Okay.
Situation just with your weight. So this is okay. This is correct. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Your knee goes on the tank. Okay. Perfect. And your side as far away as possible. Okay. Looking at the exit of a corner, or let's say as far away as possible in the corner. And correct position. It's difficult to understand how outside you are going with the hips. It takes some time, of course.
Wow, look at that view. Once we made it to the top of the mountain, I had to show you guys this view. Incredible. We started our descent down the mountain on a road called Hell's Backbone, which the name speaks for itself. It was all twisty switchbacks all the way down it. Look at the cows! Utah cows! They're so cute! Once we hit the pavement, I started getting super excited. The sport bike rider in me started to come out, and I really wanted to see what this bike could do on the street. I was so impressed with the handling of this bike. I did not expect it to take corners as smooth and effortlessly as it did. This bike has so much torque, and it's just so fun to scoot around on. I'm pretty sure I was giggling in my helmet for like 90% of the street ride. Wow, look at this! Magnifico! Something really interesting about this route is how the rocks went from like that deep orange, red color, and then instantly in a blink of an eye, they suddenly turned into like this white, slick rock. The weather conditions were perfect, by the way. It was a little bit overcast once we hit the pavement, but the road stayed completely dry, and the clouds cooled it down to like a 60, 65 degree day. Perfect weather. On top of the bike being so much fun to ride on the street, these views had me in a freaking chokehold, you guys. It's insane. It was so beautiful. Unfortunately, I did forget to turn on my Rever, which is the app I use to track all of my routes, and I don't know how many miles we did. If I had to guess, I'd say it was about 50 miles. It was a perfect combination, like 50% off-road, 50% on-road, which was perfect for a half-day ride to learn the bikes. All right, guys, we just got done with our first ride of the trip. It went really, really well. See the bikes in the background. Look at them. They're so pretty. But this experience so far, the company Balise that is putting on this event is absolutely incredible. Amazing people. They're hilarious. They're professional. They have figured out all the logistics of this trip for us. All the riders, we have riders from all over the world with us. There was a few other people that actually had to leave today, so I wasn't able to really meet with them. It's so amazing that a place like this in beautiful Boulder, Utah, and just Utah in general, could just bring people from all over the world here to ride. It's just incredible. Like, this is literally my backyard, and I never thought it'd be such like a worldwide attraction to be here. So it's amazing, and it makes me feel so grateful that I live where I live, that this is so accessible for me. And I want to give a shout out to Aprilia for inviting me to this trip. This has so far been the experience of a lifetime, and it's only day one. So I can't wait to see what the rest of the trip has in store. All right, you guys, we are officially on to day 2, and today is the first day of legitimate riding. I think we're doing about 180, 200 miles. So shit's about to get real. I'm still trying to get used to the bike. It's tall, girl. Here is a sneak peek of the full ride that we did today.
It's a beautiful day. It's like 50 to 55, 50 right now. Feeling pretty good. So I brought my warmer gloves just in case my hands get cold. But so far my body's good. My wrists are a little chilly. Wow. There we go.
And beware of deers.
So this first section that we're on is actually the same first part of the ride that we did yesterday during our trial ride, except it rained last night. So some of the riding conditions might be a little bit different than yesterday. And finally, for the second time, we reached Hell's Backbone, which I just love this name. It looks so ominous, but it's such a fun road. We're with an awesome crew, you guys. This is so much fun. Look at these. As we started on Hell's Backbone, this is where things started to get a little bit squirrely. I was so determined to not drop this bike that I did everything in my power to avoid falling.
There we go. Oh no!
Once I stopped to make sure he was okay, I attempted to continue my journey because we couldn't stop. We had to just keep going, and it was so freaking slick, you guys, and I was getting cross-rutted and my tire was sliding into the ruts. It was a disaster and I was getting so hot. So after fighting for my life, I decided it was a good time to find a different line to follow, and I ended up getting closer to this cliff, which if you've been following me for a while, why did I pick the cliffside? That's never a good idea for me, ever. Look at this guy I'm passing. Look at his tire. That thing's so slick and so packed full of mud. It was crazy. After trying to not dump that bike in that mud, I finally got through it, parked the bike, and waited for the others to catch up.
Hey, look, we made it across.
Yes! One of my favorite features of this bike that comes stock is the cruise control.
This is so cool! Look at this! This is freaking awesome!
We stopped at Escalante Outfitters for a cup of coffee, which I was so excited for, and it was much needed. We all sat and kind of chatted about that muddy experience that we just had, and it was finally time to get back on the road.
Look how orange the rocks are. It's so crazy here. Look at that one, like balancing. This is so cool. This place is insane. Trail rides. Guys, tell me that does not look like a big... Look at it! Look at it! It's freaking huge! That's hilarious! That's awesome.
Our next stop was Chimney Rock, and this was the perfect spot to stop and have some lunch.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Can somebody tell me why riding motorcycles makes a ham and cheese sandwich taste so freaking good?
Wow.
50-50 we won't see anything. 50-50 maybe we see something incredible. No, no. So why not? We are in time. We are in good shape. We are badass motherfuckers. So, what you say?
Let's do it.
Rock and roll. Yeah, man. Maybe there's a gate 1 mile away. Who knows?
We're exploring a new road. This one was not on the itinerary, but our guide thought it was a really cool looking road, so we thought we'd check it out and see what it's all about. So this is all part of the adventure. This stuff always kind of still makes me nervous. I don't know why. I think I just have like freaking trauma from when I was a new rider, going down all these new roads, and they end up being just like such difficult riding conditions. And I need to just keep reminding myself that I'm a much better rider than I was, 3 years ago, and I'm with a group of also amazing riders, and I know I'm not going to be left behind, and I know that I'm not going to get hurt, and I just need to ride my ride and just enjoy the views, because being nervous does nothing for me anymore. Like it's just useless. Like it's useless worry. Like I'll be okay no matter what. We just went through like a super, it was kind of like silt in a way. It was like packed silt-ish, but there was a couple loose sandy spots, and man, I was just flying through it. I was pretty proud of myself, and I was excited that I was filming, and then I looked down, and of course my camera was not on, so I am turning it on now for this part, and this is really pretty. Gorgeous, actually. Just all the red rock is so beautiful.
After our fun little scouting adventure, we finally ended up back on the main route and ended up in Tropic, Utah. If you blink, you will definitely miss this town, so make sure just don't blink the entire 1 mile stretch. After passing the town of Tropic, we ended up on a gravel road and passed this really beautiful lake. Once we got to Dixie National Forest, it was pretty much all windy forest roads for the next 10 or 15 miles. After the forest, it was all just straight gravel roads until we hit the pavement, and I was starting to feel pretty fatigued. We were so close to being at the end of our route, I was just trying to stick it out best I could.
Look at those cows! Look at their horns! I've never seen any cow like that in my life.
I've climbed the mountains in Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its way in between. Fell in love in Minnesota, fell apart south of Salt Lake.
That was an insane first day. Not at all what I expected, and it was amazing. I am covered in dust. I'm feeling crusty. I'm pretty sure we did over 200 miles, mostly off-road. I'll have to check my rever, but pretty sure that bike is incredible. Like, I just don't even have the words at the very moment. I'm very hungry. I can't wait to get out of these freaking stupid boots. Oh, this room is nice. See what it looks like. Let's do a room tour together. Bed, TV, wow. Cool art. Little kitchen. Look at the little thing. Little fridge. Coffee bar with a Keurig, nice. Cute coffee mugs. It's me and my ridiculously large tripod that I packed across Utah with me. Bathroom. Whoa. Pretty neato. Cute decor. Nice little view outside of the woods. Oh man, it's nice. I can't wait to tell you guys all about this ride. Actually, you guys will have seen it by now, so never mind. I'm gonna go take a shower, brush my hair because this is just a absolute disaster. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, on my way to the airport, I literally realized that I forgot my hairbrush. So I bought one at Walmart, like literally right before my flight. So it worked out, thank God I got a hairbrush because this thing would be absolutely matted in dirt and mud. So anyway, I'm gonna go shower and we're gonna go grab dinner with the gang and kind of reminisce over what just happened. It was awesome. You guys hear these birds? Anyway, this is literally the best part, in my personal opinion, of a motorcycle trip. You know, I should say after the trip, because the trip itself is the best part, but taking these mother trucking boots off. There is no other feeling like it after a long ride. Oh, doesn't want to let go. Oh. Oh.
If it's done properly. But mustard on a steak, mustard in a toasted sandwich, mustard goes everywhere.
Mustard goes everywhere.
But then no one in the world ever carries hot English mustard unless you're in
Mustard is
England.
alive.